lot of days I have not been shaving and walking around in pajamas and been self-motivating myself. But this was a day to look forward to. I said to myself, I'm going to go insane if I don't actually, do some performing because that's what I do for a living. And so I decided I would do a magic show and I would do it for free. And I wouldn't do it where everybody else is doing it, the evening times here in Canada, because there are people joining me from all over the world. I am blessed to have friends from every corner of the world. A corner makes it sound like it's square. Okay, from around the world, I am blessed to have friends. And I know there are people in the Netherlands where it's 11 o'clock at night. There are people in Hong Kong where it's the middle of the night. There are people down the street that are just waking up because they live a lifestyle like I do and sleep in the morning. I am so glad that you've all decided to join me for this little bit of fun. Basically, this is my office. My research, my books, all that sort of stuff back there. And I have laid out a bunch of magic things. Some of them are on the shelves, and some of them are in front of me. Some are to the sides, and some are on me. For those that don't know what that references to, I have a live show called Hidden Wonders, or I've had a live show called Hidden Wonders. We opened on September 6th in a small little place hidden in historic Chinatown in Vancouver, behind a tailor shop. Later I'll show you some pictures about that. And during the show, the audience gets to pick what's going to happen. It's a totally audience interactive production, a choose your own adventure, where they pick what you're going to actually get for the evening. I plan on doing something like that this evening, this afternoon, but I really can't. And the reason I can't is because you cannot tell me, or maybe you can, in the side things. Why isn't it scrolling? Oh, hi, Amy. So good to see you. So excited to see you guys too. So 9 p.m. in the UK. Happy to be there. Awesome. So let's start off. Here's the things I thought of. If I did a card trick, first thing you have to do is you ask somebody to pick a card. And so if you could pick yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, I've got an idea. Deck of cards. I need a volunteer. Hey, volunteer. Let's see if I just tilt this a little bit more like that. It'll be better. Would you mind reaching in and taking a card from the deck? Oh, look at that. Come in a little bit closer, volunteer. Perfect. Excellent. Awesome. Social distancing. You're almost 6 feet away. I would take the card. At this point, it'd be important to have you sign your name. So we'll just save that time. See, it says your name. These ones don't. Just that one. Then I would put the card back into the deck, and I would lose it hopelessly in amongst all these other cards. Once the card is lost hopelessly in amongst all these cards, I would then attempt to find the card. I would do it by saying, hey, volunteer, would you touch the back of any card in the entire deck? Go ahead, just touch one. That one. Go ahead, take it out. Very good. And let's take a peek at it and see. Oh, look, it's your card. It has your name on it. Okay, we can move on from there. Say hi, volunteer. I'll move this way. You move that way. Oh, you don't want to come in?
I look
Okay.
so bad right now.
She says she looks really bad. She's been quarantined too, and yeah, it's very cool. Social distancing, card picking. Yeah, it's very good. Okay, so let's do something fun to start things off. This is really fun. Most of the magic tricks are things that I don't do all the time. Most of you will not see in my Hidden Wonder show or me performing. So you're getting some cool stuff. Some of them I did years ago. Like this one is very cool. It's a poker chip. Isn't that cool? If you go to Las Vegas, all the hotels are empty. Every one of them. Empty hotels. There's two poker chips. I have three. These are poker chips, and there are three of them. Three poker chips. Over here, I have a poker chip. It's not an extra one. It's the one from here. See, there's only two over here now. Yeah, a moment ago there was one, then there's two. Let's start over again. There are three poker chips. Two over here, and two over here, and one over... Oh, sorry, that flipped. Let me start over again. There are three poker chips. One over here, and two over here. There are three poker chips. Yeah, these three poker chips. Was that fun? Want to see it again? Yeah, I'll do it again. One, two, three. Three poker chips. You can see them. If I reach up into the air, I produce one. That leaves only two. Did you see it that time? No, I hope not. Look, that's one. That's three poker chips. Two over here, one over here. Two over here, two over here, one over here. I'll put them back. That's three poker chips. Three poker chips. When I started, I had one over here and two over here. And then I just move like that to make 3 poker chips. That's 3 poker chips. Oh, we're going to do that later. That was fun. If you like that, let me know. I can scroll and see what's going on. Oh, very cool. I'm glad you decided. Let me read a couple comments, then we'll get into more magic. Oh, people from the UK, North Florida. Hey, Ron, nice to see you. It's bedtime here. Hi, Kevin. I hope you stay up just a little bit longer. Yeah, let me know, Carol, if Randy can see it. You can let me know. Hi, Julie. So good to see you. Everybody can see me, and we seem to be streaming. I should actually keep it up on my phone. If I keep it up on my phone, then I know what's going on in case at any time it should blip out and disappear. If I turn it that way, we should be able to see it. Oh, look at that. Yes. There we go. Look at that. I'm actually monitoring me in real time, seconds behind. Actually, it's not seconds behind. It's like 30 seconds behind. Wow, I have enough time that I could actually do a prediction and then see it in the future. Bedtime, the day's just starting for us vampires. Yes, that's very good. You're literally doing it in front of my face, and I still cannot keep track. That's the idea, Martin. And how many poker chips does he have? I have 3. Did I mention that? I said I had 3. I think I said it about 16 times. Okay, and from St. Albert, Alberta. I love that. Good. Okay, let me show you something fun and easy. This is a good idea. We're going to move this a little bit. I get to be my own cameraman. And I move that back like that. And I'm going to have to move this back just a little bit more so you can see it. Excellent. In times like this, we all have to stick together. It's very important that we all stick together. Perfect. Sticking together. So, magic show. I got to tell you, I've been doing magic all my life. Yes, I'm going to say it. My mom says when I was born, the doctor slapped me and I said, pick a card. Oh, pick a card. Yeah, I've been doing it all my life. But my very first magic trick, I was probably like 6 years of age. 6 years of age. I was in my parents' unfinished basement. My parents invited over some friends. We went down to the bottom of the basement. There was this little unfinished spot. My mom set up some little folding chairs, and my dad helped. And then my mom made some lemonade. She made those little triangle sandwiches. And there was about a dozen people sitting in the basement. And I was so excited. I made my own little magic show box. Says right on there, magic show. Yes, magic show. I wrote it on there. I was 6 years of age. I went into the basement. I walked downstairs. I was so nervous. My hands were shaking. I was so nervous. I reached in and I pulled out some playing cards. Now the cards weren't this big. They were a lot smaller. But I was also a lot smaller. So the cards seemed a lot bigger. And I want you to see it the way I remember it. That's where it was like this. You see, there was a 1, a 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. There were 5 playing cards. I was 6 years old. There were 5 playing cards. I had my own little magic box. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. And then with the skill of a 6-year-old, I removed 1 playing card and put it into the box. I waved my hand over top of the card, snapped my fingers, and just like magic, the cards disappeared from the box. The card disappeared from there, reappeared in my hand, and I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Yeah, the audience sat stunned in silence, much like you people are. But then somebody out there in the audience jumped up into the air, pumped their fists in the air, and said, "Attaboy, Shawn!" Oh, somebody did it. Thank you very much. That was very cool. Okay, let me start over again. Maybe I didn't explain. You guys have a role in this. I was 4 years of age. I had a little show. I called it Magic Show. I wrote it myself. It was very good. 4 years of age. I was in my parents' unfinished basement. There was like 40 people. They were sitting on little triangle folding chairs, eating little triangle sandwiches, sipping champagne and eating caviar. I was very nervous. And the cards were really big. And I was 4 years of age. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. And then with the skill of a 4-year-old, I placed not 1, but 2 playing cards inside of the box. I waved my hand over top. I snapped my fingers, and just like magic, the cards disappeared from the box, reappeared in my hand, and I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. The audience. Okay, you guys could have done that. Yay, yeah. Okay, so, all right. Well, okay, let's try it again. Maybe I should explain it better. I was 2 years of age. 2 years of age. I wrote the word Magic Show right on the box there. 2 years of age. I came down in my unfinished basement. My parents had brought some friends over. There was like 1,000 people. They were sitting on little triangle sandwiches, eating folding chairs. I was nervous. The audience was just, and I said, ladies and gentlemen, 2 years of age. I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. And then with the skill of a 2-year-old, I placed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many cards I placed, I was 2 years of age. I couldn't count. I placed a lot of cards inside the box. I waved my hand over top. I tried to snap my fingers. I couldn't. No motor skills. 2 years of age. Then with the skill of a 2-year-old, the cards disappeared from the box, reappeared in my hand, and I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 5 cards. The cards disappeared from inside the box. There was nothing to be seen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the very first card trick I ever did. Okay. I'm probably lying to you about that. It wasn't the first card trick I ever did. In fact, my friend Bill Abbott created that, but I thought it was really fun. Oh, those are not Jerry nuggets on the wooden duck chef. That's very good if you notice, Robert. These are chicken nuggets. They're chicken nuggets. I do have Jerry nuggets. They're over that way. But I gave away a set of my Jerry nuggets because a friend of mine really wanted some. So I thought I was going, oh, look at that Jerry at home. Very good. Instead of working on making a lecture for my class, I'm doing this instead. Good for you, Jacob. It's always good to spend your time doing things that are important, like entertaining yourself. It's very good. Attaboy, Sean. Thank you, Julie. Let's see if there's any other comments before I move on to the next magic trick. Yeah, it was magic. Yay, that was cool. Attaboy, Sean. Oh, bless your hearts for saying that. Oh, it didn't work on FaceTime. I'm sharing on my iPad to my phone. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Thanks, Carol. I'm sorry it didn't work. I tried to hook it up so it would play onto a website so one friend who lives in Calgary would be able to see it, but it just didn't work out. Awesome. Thank you, Simone. Okay, what should we do next? I'll show you something kind of cool. I travel a lot. Well, I did. I'm trying not to, especially now. No, over the last couple of decades, I've traveled probably 285 days a year. I used to have a game where you could name the airport. I would tell you the airport code. And in fact, a lot of people have done challenges with me over the years of taking photographs in airports of like a corner or like a seat area and then asking me to tell them where it was. One guy sent me a picture of a bear and said, so where's that? And I was like, well, it's Juneau, Alaska, and you're over by where the commercial planes are, not where the private planes are, because it's the brown bear. And if you go around the corner, you'll see the polar bear. And the guy wrote back, oh my God, there's a polar bear around the corner. Yeah, so I kind of knew my airports. I traveled a lot. 285 days a year, spent most of my time in airports or in hotel rooms or cruise ships. We're doing magic lectures. I did a contract that lasted for 3 months. My friend Juliana Chen asked me if I could help her out and be part of a show. And then she had an opportunity come up, and she couldn't even be at the show that she asked me to be part of, and then asked me to produce it. And the show was in Athens, Greece, and it was amazing. It had tons of magicians on the show. There were people like Guy Barrett from the UK. There was Shimada. There was Valerie and Gilles from Paris. Eric Slogan from Italy, just a ton of people on it, Alberto Giorgi. So many great performers were on that show, Kevin James, and I could just list all of them. And I got to produce the show and stage manage the show and run the show. And I have to say it's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life because as a producer, you still have to tell people what to do and still be their friends. And it was stressful and hard. And through it, my kid was small. I was just getting started on the producing side of things. And my wife and daughter realized that I was a little stressful, and they said, let's send Dad a care package. And they sent me what we call the Canada care packages. They've done it a lot since then. They put a bunch of stuff in a box that I can't get anywhere else. Things like, in Canada, ketchup chips and Smarties and crispy Crunch bars. And my daughter made this for me. Isn't this cute? Yeah. It's to Daddy. It says to Daddy. It says there, love you, Dad. She made this for me. She made a deck of cards. Oh, got it. Yeah, this is good. Look, check that out. It's a deck of cards. Ace of Hearts. Isn't that sweet? It's so good. Yeah. And then there's the Ace of Clubs. And, this is good. This is good. 5 of Diamonds without the fives. Fives are difficult. That one shows creativity. Come on. 3 of Spades. Yeah, 3 of Spades. And this one? Anybody? Nope, not a king. It's got a skirt. Okay, it could be if it was Scotland. It's a Queen of Clubs. Yeah, I know a lot of people think Joker. It's Queen of Clubs. This is my favorite of all of them. Isn't that great? That's Jack. He's our dog. He's been spayed. Jack of Spades. Get it? Yeah, I get it too. All of these, my daughter made a bunch of cards, and they're beautiful. You could just tilt that a little bit like that so you can see better. A lot of cards. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah. The only problem with them is the backs. I know the backs look cool, but they're all different. She didn't do them all the same. Every back is a different one. And because of that, it makes it really easy for me to start figuring out what cards are. If I just cut, I learn after a while what that card is. That's Richard's card. Yeah, that's our neighbor. Yeah, Three of Hearts by Richard. Because each one has a unique back, I begin to learn what each card is, which isn't cool. Because once you start learning them, then I can't do card tricks with them. Not cool at all. If it was good, with a regular deck of cards, the back looks like this, right? You can see it's like symmetrical. With a professional deck of cards, if you look this way or that way, you can't tell what the card is. If you have multiple ones, you can't tell what they are because the backs are all blending together. I mean, this one, that one, this one, that one, all of those cards, they all look the same, right? Yeah. So with a regular deck of cards, it's harder to do the card trick. With a Hannah's deck of cards, it was easy. I mean, the faces. I mean, you can tell that's a 5 of spades. You don't even have to guess. If I flip through these cards, you can see all the cards, and you don't have to guess. You know what the cards are. It's very simple. These cards are just a regular deck of cards. They're not nearly as cool as the deck my daughter made. I mean, that's a 5 of spades. That's easy to tell. And you have no idea what that card is, but I can tell what this card is because of the back. And I mean, that's a 5 of spades. And these cards here, I just love these cards because my daughter made them. So I'm going to keep this deck of cards special because my daughter made them for me, and I really like that. Did I mention that Hannah's 19? Okay. She hates that trick. I love it. Oh, let's read some comments again. Is that the Foolish Trophy? Yeah, that's one of the Foolish Trophies. I only got one Foolish Trophy. I fooled them twice, but they didn't have trophies in the first year. And if any of the producers are watching this, I really like a second one because then when I go back down to Hidden Wonders, I can put both trophies in the window, or I can put both trophies on the bookcase, or I can put them someplace, and people will ask me less questions about why I only have one instead of two when I fooled them twice. That would have been good. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, glad you like that trick. Yes, and it is 19. What's your best day? The best way to end my day. Well, that's awesome, Kevin. Jeff was saying that. Jeff Pearson, my patience will have to wait. Oh, shouldn't have said that. I love your bookshelves. Thanks. I built those bookshelves. I built them myself. It's all made of cherry wood, and I did it myself. I cut every piece, laid everything out. They go for a good distance in both directions. Yeah, there's lots of and I made the brick wall too. It's not a real brick wall. It's a fake brick wall, and it has a map of the world on it. There, you can see it over there now. Yeah, that's not a real brick wall. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. There is no brick wall. I know you had one pair of. Yes, you do, Robert. Absolutely. Robert gave me Jerry Nuggets, and he gave me that too. He gave me this one here. Yes. Robert gave me that. Isn't that cool? It was very cool. And some decks of bicycle playing cards that are very cool. Some very neat stuff. All right, let's get back into if you ever need a stage manager. Yeah, Brett. Anything else? I might have Phyllis sitting around somewhere. I'll trade you for some toilet paper. David James, that's funny. David writes, I might have a Foolish Trophy sitting around somewhere, and I'll trade you for some toilet paper. Yeah. Hey, you can put your trophy down in Hidden Wonders next to mine, and I'll just kind of lazily drop a playing card over top of where the name is. Unless people want to look, then they can look. And what are the medals? I have 3 medals up there. The furthest over to this side is signifying I was the international president of the International Brotherhood of Magicians. The one to the other side is the Pacific Coast Association of Magicians Gold Medal, and the one in the middle is the Pacific Coast Association of Magicians Grand Prix d'Honneur. There's only like 6 of those that have ever been given in the history of the Pacific Coast Association of Magicians, and I'm very proud to have been given it. And it's there's some cool stuff. Wow. Okay, I got to get back into magic tricks. So you're going to be looking at my bookshelf and not paying attention to my tricks, and that wouldn't be cool. What can I show you that's cool? Oh, this might be fun. I've never done this. You guys will be the first people ever to see this. Let's see if you can see that all right. Can you see that? Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's good. Check this out. I have a ball and a cup. You can see the Mazzola. Like a well-oiled machine. Very nice. I'll put those up here. Do you like this? This is a chair. It's not really a chair. It's actually a step stool. Ooh, isn't that cool? It's a step stool because I can't get to the top in the library there. All right, I'm going to do this down here. I think it's a good way to do this. I have a ball and a cup and a ball. And this is a little magic trick made very popular by Paul Daniels, but goes back a very long time. And you're going to be seeing it for the first time. I have never done this in my whole life. It will become apparent to magicians that I've never done this. For real people, you might find this fun. Here's a ball, and here's a cup and a ball. The ball goes underneath the cup. The idea is to keep an eye on the ball under the cup, which of course is hard to do because it's under the cup. But in a moment, I'm going to sneak it from under the cup, and I'm going to sneak it into my pocket here so that it's no longer under the cup. Yeah, see? Not under the cup. That was for magicians. Look, I put the ball underneath of the cup. Remember, it's going to sneak over to here. When it sneaks over to here, we know that it's not over here, and we know it's not here. And now it's gone. Okay, remember I was going to sneak it in my pocket. Okay, I snuck it into the other pocket instead. I'll put it back under here. Remember, in a moment, you have to guess, is it in my pocket? That's over here. Is it in my hand, or is it in the cup? Most people will guess the cup. It's not in the cup. Second, people would guess that it's in my hand. It is in my hand. So if you guessed my hand, that would be wrong because it's underneath the cup. Yeah, let me do that again. I place it underneath here. Remember, it's in my pocket. If I put it in my hand, it's not in my hand. It's back underneath the cup. If I put it underneath the cup, I can actually make it go back to the pocket. Sorry, it's this pocket over here. Yeah, that pocket over here has the ball. If I put the ball back in this pocket, then it ends up underneath the cup. Yeah. A lot of people think, Shawn, I think I know how you do that you use two balls. I do. I have this ball, which I keep underneath the cup, and I keep one ball inside my pocket. Now, if people want to look under the cup, they'll see there's no ball underneath the cup. If there was, it would look like that. Of course, if I put the ball in here, you can't see the ball underneath the cup, so you know that then it's in my pocket, which is over here. Yes. Of course, if I do that, and I put it back in my pocket, you know it's not in my hand, which means it has to be under the, oh, sorry, it was under the cup. Oh, there it is, underneath the cup. Yeah. Oh, that's a bigger ball. I can't really do this trick. I wish I could, but I don't. Oh, that was good. I can't do this trick. That was really loud sounding for a tennis ball. Why can't I do this trick? Because this isn't a cup. This is just a big solid block of steel. That's a block of steel. Yeah. There's a block of steel. Oh, go figure. Oh, hey, let's do a card trick. If I plan this right, I should be able to do that. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I want to read the comments, see if anybody thought that sucked. Don't work with mortar without gloves. Yes, I learned that, Ron. Don't work with mortar without gloves. Very good. I learned that it ate the skin right off. A little faster and higher pitch would be absolutely channeling Paul down. Yeah, it would have, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be a little bit more. I just can't get to Paul Daniels' level. Paul was such a brilliant magician and an even more brilliant human being. I think I may have been Paul's last volunteer on a stage. It was FISM in Italy. And he asked for a volunteer from the audience. No one was volunteering. The entire front was made up of VIP people, and for some reason they put me there. And so I'm sitting in the front row watching the show. He's asking for somebody with a banknote. Nobody's coming forward. And so I raised my hand, and I had like €100 note. He said, "Can I borrow it?" Sure. And he brought me up on stage. And unbeknownst to the audience, where I stood, there was this little tiny stand, and it had a flipboard that automatically flipped and told me stuff that I was supposed to do, which is great. It was like silently cueing. Brilliant idea. And so each step of the way, while it looked like I was being comedically funny, I was just doing what Paul told me to do. There was a moment in the thing where there was an apple, not an apple, a lemon, an onion, and a watermelon. And he asked me to select one. And I selected the onion. I selected the lemon. And he picked the lemon up and he ate it like an apple. The whole thing. Ate it. And the place went crazy. And then he said, "Pick another one." And of course, the little board told me to pick onion. So I picked the onion. And then he ate the onion just like an apple. The whole thing. Apparently, he explained to me later that the onion is countered the taste and everything by the lemon, which is really great. And then he borrowed my banknote and made it disappear, set it on fire, ha, ha, ha. And then finally he said, "Well, that leaves us with the watermelon." And I said yes. And the board flipped and it said, "Grab the knife and attack the watermelon." And I did. I just picked up the knife and just started hacking at the watermelon. And of course, not thinking, oh my God, the audience has no idea I was told to do this. And I look like a freaking nut standing on stage beating a watermelon to death. And I did. And then he just looked at me because the bill was not in the watermelon at all. And of course, then he had a lot more fun with me. It was a really great time. A couple days later, we did a lecture round robin. And backstage, Paul walked up to me and he said, "I don't know if anybody has told you, but I have an inoperable brain tumor and that I'm dying. Well, the room just, and I'm so sorry to hear that. He said, it's okay. And then he walked away to his side of the dressing room area. And about a minute and a half later, he walks back over. He goes, I don't know if anybody's told you, but I have an inoperable brain tumor. And I was like, oh my God. And then he looked at me and said, I'm not that far gone. He had a sense of humor that was unbelievable. I love Paul Daniels. He was super cool, treated me very cool. Weren't you also picked for Tom Mullock's pickpocket routine? But yeah, I was. No, John's asking, weren't you also picked for Tom Mullock's pickpocket routine, but all your pockets were shut? No, the guy who was picked for Tom Mullock's routine, all his pockets were sewn shut. And so he asked me to come up and replace the guy because my jacket pockets were all open. And then Tom did for first and only time his pseudo pickpocket act. And then when it was over, I saw him and told him how great it was, and he gave me the whole thing. So I have it sitting in a box upstairs, actually. The entire act, he gave me the box, everything that he used for it. He just said, here, you have this. I don't plan on doing it again. It didn't go as well as he'd hoped, which is kind of cool. Did you get the note back in the end? Which note back in the end? The banknote. Yes, I did. The banknote. Yes. In the end, I got my money back. Good question, Andrew. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that trick. I would love to too. It was all recorded, and I'm sure that somewhere in Italy on Masters of the Magic TV series, it's probably there. I like the block of steel. Paul Daniels would have been proud. Oh, that's cool. Thanks. That's very cool. There's some amazing. Yeah, Pixel. There's some amazing. I saw something about books or something. I have my guess is secret liquor stash. Yeah, recurring drink. Weird. Ha! So many people. All right. I'm gonna. Something happened with my screen. I just want to pop that back up so I can see what's going on. Excellent. So let's try something fun and different. This might be cool. Is it still streaming over here? Because it looks like it wasn't. But yeah, my phone appears to be streaming, so that's good. So, guys seen one of these before? Of course you have. Is a Rubik's Cube. There's a lot of combinations to Rubik's Cube. A lot of people are unable to solve one of these things. I think they're one of the coolest, easiest things I've ever seen. In a moment, I'm going to mix this cube up a lot. Now, normally, I would give it to somebody in the audience, and they would mix it. Because I can't do that, I want to have people help me. Nice shoes. Thanks. I didn't put shoes on. Normally I do. I'm still streaming. That's good. Hey, somebody in the comments, tell me how many more turns I should give this thing. I'm going to just keep moving around, but someone should tell me how many more turns, and then I will do that many more turns so that it stops at some place where you want me to. Nobody's commenting on it because there's that 30-second lag between me and you guys, but I'm just going to keep just kind of moving it until somebody says something, and then we'll see. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Carol's first 10. So there's 1, 2, then we'll do 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then somebody said 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 26 turns. Oh my heavens. Okay. And then 3 and 2. And then, Christmas is very cool. 3 top, 2 left, and 1 right. There we go. All right. I think that's good. This is a mixed cube. I want you to see that this is a mixed cube. Because in a moment, I'm going to get you to do something fun. You're going to, let me just see where a good angle is. This is a good angle like that. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. If you want to, you can visit hiddenwonders.show, hiddenwonders.show. That's my website for the Hidden Wonders Show. And on that, you should be able to find a tab that says fans. Go to the fans and scroll down on the fans area, and you will see a photograph. And the photograph will look a lot like this. That's what it's going to, here, I'll turn it like that because that's what it'll look like. It's going to look just like that. So if you guys, I'm going to hold it there for a second so some of you can go and take a peek and take a look and see. Start looking at hiddenwonders.show, and you should see the green going like this. You'll see the whites on, pardon me, the white here and the white there, the little yellow, and it should look exactly like what you're seeing here live on the screen. Will be what is, might be more like that. Yeah, that would be it, like that, I think. Yeah, and you should be able to see that on your screen. And I'm just going to, yeah. Well, if you want, do a screen capture. Hit Control Alt and take a picture, and that way you will be able to look at this, and you will find that this image is exactly the same image as the one that appears on there. Let me try this. Um, yep, and yep, and yep, and that's good. And then that should be good. And this, and then that, and then this, and then that, and then this, and then that. I want you to notice I'm not paying attention. It's very important that you notice that I'm not paying attention to what's going on. I'm just looking off into the distance. And then yeah, good. Awesome. Just want to make sure I got that. Oh, I got this. You guys seen this? This is weird. This is if most of the people in Europe who are watching this will know, this is the standard way that keys are given out. They put them on big things. In America, you'll find them at restrooms. I saw one that was actually on a license plate. They drill a little hole through, and then they put the key on, and they put it on something big. Here's my problem. Why would you put it in the middle here? Why wouldn't you just like put it on an end like that? At least when it's on an end like that, it's easier, right? I mean, you can just dangle it like that. When it's drilled with a hole in the... Okay, so when they put them in the middle, it's really difficult. But when it's on the end like this, it's so much better. Yeah, I thought that was weird too. Oh, that was fun. Awesome. Great to see you perform. 4 years ago, I saw your first performance, Penn and Telephilis, and that's the... Oh! And you got into magic because of it? That's so cool. I had a person just write me moments before the show started to say they saw me do a routine with a pen or a pencil in front of my locker in high school. And it gave them a lifelong passion to learn magic, and that he works in the oil fields in Iraq, and that that's Dale. I'm talking about you, Dale. And then he said that he's known as Magic Man in Iraq for doing that, and now he's totally fascinated in magic, and I think that's cool. You never know. Oh, there's Dale right there. He just commented. Hi, Dale. Yeah. I was just commenting on your comment. That's so cool. Awesome. I'm going to check again just to make sure everything's going cool on Facebook. And it looks like I'm still streaming. And wow, I got like almost 200 people watching this. That's crazy fun. Okay, guys want to learn how to do a magic trick? That could be fun. Magicians aren't supposed to teach magic tricks. That's kind of the paramount rule in magic is you never tell how a magic trick works. Well, I'm going to change that at this very moment. Ladies and gentlemen, a magic trick that I teach. Yes, let me get that handkerchief out of my pocket. I have a handkerchief. Ladies and gentlemen, a red handkerchief. This is called the mystery of the red handkerchief. Why do I call it the mystery of the red handkerchief? Because the mystery of the blue handkerchief was already taken. Yeah, that's a bad joke. Okay, I write my own material. Hi, Oscar. Check this out. A little handkerchief and a little magic. First, I do the magic trick, then I explain it. Now, this is not going to be the greatest magic trick in the world. This is just going to be a magic trick. But it'll give you some ideas of the psychology behind magic and how we create it. And yes, I am breaking the cardinal rule within the International Brotherhood of Magicians, Society of American Magicians, Pacific Coast Association of Magicians, Federation of International Society of Magic, and the Magic Circle. I'm never supposed to tell how a trick works, but I'm going to expose it because I love you guys. And I'll explain. I place the handkerchief inside my hand. Once I place the handkerchief inside my hand, I just wave my hand over top, snap my fingers, and like magic, the handkerchief disappears from my hand and reappears back inside the pocket. And what per tale is inside of my hand? That's a handkerchief. No, it's an egg. It's an egg. It's an egg. Here's an egg. Magic. Okay, you want to know how I do this? I'll tell you. I'll teach you. Okay, you all have to swear an oath. Put your hand like this, put your other hand like this, and repeat after me. I state your name. No, seriously, did you say state your name? Because if you did, I love you. Okay, I'll explain how it works. This is not a real egg. No, it's not. It looks like a real egg. In fact, it's one of the coolest ones ever. I made this. It's a wooden egg. Well, it's not even a wooden egg. It's a ceramic egg. Yeah, it's laid by decoys. Inside of it is a handkerchief. Yeah, I have two handkerchiefs. Two. This one here, which is inside and then I have a second one, which I put inside of my pocket. In the beginning, I put the ceramic egg in my pocket, and I placed the two handkerchiefs inside the pocket. When I put them in the pocket, I reach into the pocket, and as I do, I pull out the handkerchief and the ceramic egg. Do you see how I grab that? Yeah, that's very good, huh? I grab the ceramic egg and the handkerchief at the same time, and then I wave it up and down. Not too long, people will talk. Okay, now I show my hand empty over here, and then I transfer the handkerchief over to my other hand. In magic, we call this transferring the egg over to the other hand. We have such technical terms. So now I have the ceramic egg over here and the handkerchief, and I've covered it very nicely. Isn't that cool? See, now you know how it works. Thank you, Lois, for saying state your name. I take the handkerchief and I begin to tuck it in. Oh, make sure the hole is upright. And then I begin to tuck it in. As I begin to tuck the handkerchief into my hand, I say the lousy jokes. The whole idea is to give them the feeling that the handkerchief is being put into my fist when really it's being put into the ceramic egg. Once it's all the way inside, I can show the ceramic egg, but I keep my thumb over it. Oh, and don't forget to show the handkerchief. It's important to show the handkerchief because people wonder what happened to it. So I show the handkerchief, and then I show the egg. That's how easy it is. It's that simple. You guys can do it. Don't do it at the start of a party. Do it at the very end of a party. Because you do it at the start of the party, you have to walk around with a ceramic egg with your thumb over the hole the entire time. Because if you lift your thumb up, well, then, you know, the yolk could be on you. The yolk could be on you. Get it? It's a joke. Yeah, I just did that one for the shell of it. Shell of it. I said shell of it. Yeah. Okay. See, as long as I keep my thumb over top, everything is good. It's so good. You don't want to lift your thumb. If you lift your thumb, then they can see the hole. See that? There's no hole. I'm going to save that egg because we're running out of food here, and I'm going to eat that. I'm going to fry it up. I'm going to make myself an omelet. Yes. No, really, I am. Oh, that was fun. Excellent, yolks. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm glad that you learned. Well, what's harder to learn, coin magic or card magic? I don't think either are harder. There are different skill sets in both of them. I am not much of a coin magician. You want to see that? There are thousands of guys out there. David Neighbors. Oh, my heavens. Blows my mind when I watch David Neighbors do coin magic. And I'm not the best card magician or the best coin magician. I'm just good. But I do my best to be as best as I can be, and I think that's most important. If you're struggling in anything, switch back and forth. One of the best books I've ever seen is Shigeo Futagawa-san has an introduction to coin magic. Start with that book. It's phenomenal. And if you're going to start with cards, start with World Road to Card Magic, and then move on to the Card College series. They're down here. Card College series. Yeah. Ooh, this is fun. I put stuff on the shelf. My friend Axel Hecklauer. This is neat. Inside of here, I have another Rubik's Cube. Yeah, more Rubik's Cube magic. Oh, this is good. Rubik's. Look at this cube. This is mixed up. This is crazy mixed up. I have no idea. As you know, with a Rubik's Cube, you always mix it. Maybe like this or like that. Maybe like this or like that. Each time you change it, it changes the combination. There are 43 quintillion combinations to a Rubik's Cube. If you don't know what quintillion is, it's what Marvel made off of Endgame. Yeah, 43 quintillion combinations. I tried to get a mathematician to explain it in simple terms what a quintillion was. He said if every human being on the entire planet were each given 6 billion Rubik's Cubes, each of those human beings, every human being on the planet, 6 billion Rubik's Cubes, each of them could mix up their 6 billion Rubik's Cubes in a unique fashion. And every single human on the planet with their 6 billion would all have a different combination. That's a quintillion, with a few left over, actually. So I can solve a Rubik's Cube, and I can do it fairly fast. I mean, I just do this, and the Rubik's Cube goes back. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to mix it a little bit different. I will mix it like this. I will mix it behind my head. I'll mix it behind my back, and I am going to unmix the cube without looking at it. I'll place it inside of this bag. Once I place it inside the bag, the idea is for me to solve it. I'm taking a long time, so I'll bring it out so you can see I haven't mixed it yet. I put it inside, then I reach back inside, and I solve it. Are you ready? All I do is reach in. I just go like this, and it's solved. Oh, look at that. Was that cool? Yeah. Okay, they can't all be gems, right? Okay, so you know there's another Rubik's. Yeah, there is. There is. There's this one. It's a triangle. Yeah. It's a triangle. Books by Johnny Thompson, also great work. Yeah, I have them back there on the second shelf up as Johnny's books. Johnson was a very cool person and a mentor, and the reason I went on Penn and Teller's Fool Us, in fact, and I really miss him. Bobo's Coin. Bobo Coin is a great place too. I would put Bobo as number 2, Oscar, only because Shigeo Futagawa-san really starts with the basic, and Bobo just gives you like everything. I have a great story about JB Bobo. So Bobo Coin Magic. Bobo was a very famous magician who did children's shows for a living, and he worked for a nickel. And he'd get these bags of nickels, and he did before school, during the lunch break, after school, and then slowly worked into actually being part of the school programs. He's internationally famous among magicians for writing the book on coin magic. But I saved JB Bobo's life. Yeah, I did. Back in the late 90s, I went to an International Brotherhood of Magicians convention in St. Louis, Missouri, and it was hot. And there was maybe a 6-block radius that we had to walk, distance, I should say, not radius, that we had to walk from the hotel to the theater. And I was so hot. We took our SUV, which was air conditioned, and Lori and I would drive back and forth. And this one day we were driving, and I saw an elderly gentleman with a IBM registration badge on fall to the ground. And we pulled the truck over and got out and got him into our truck and gave him some water. And he passed out due to heat exhaustion. And I said, sir, you can travel with us every day. Meet us in the parking lot and down below, and you'll just travel with us. And he was, oh, that's very nice of you. What is your name? And he said, I'm JB Bobo. And I looked at him and said, wow, I thought you were dead because the book is old. And he looked at me and said, I thought I was dead too. And then you saved me. Yeah, so he said that, I didn't. But yeah, that's my JB Bobo story. It's kind of cool. Greg Henderson, Steve Dixon gave me those books. Yeah. We lost a person in our community, Steve Dixon, just a massive heart attack just a few days ago. That egg that I did, that was Steve's favorite thing from me. I made several of them for him, and he used them, and he said they were an egg so good it could fool a chicken. Big loss to our community. Super cool guy, smooth magic. If I could give me 6 billion years and I couldn't solve one of those, so that's funny. It is a good Bobo story. Let's try something else, shall we? Let's see what we can do. Let's do a card trick. I'll bring the, oh, wait a second. This might be something that people are waiting for in the Netherlands and they want to go to sleep. So I put stuff on the shelves too. Well, this is weird. I could swear I threw this away. Okay. Okay, that's an old joke. Oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. You see one of these? Yeah. This is a water bottle from the Academy of Magical Arts. We know it as the Magic Castle. Sadly, they've had to close the doors during this time, and all their employees are unemployed. I wish them well, and I know they'll be back. It's just a really sad time. This is kind of cool. Can you see that bottle? Yeah, you can see that bottle. Check this out. Did you see that? Check that out. I have no idea where it went. It's just my job. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the shelf and see what else there is. Oh, this is cool. It's cool. This might be fun to do. That's a picture of my daughter. Her name's Hannah. We spell it Hannah, which backwards is Hannah. I did that in case she's dyslexic, like me. Yeah, dyslexics untie. When Hannah was like 3 years of age, she was signing DVDs because to do Hannah was easy. It was just 2 lines down and 1 across. No circles, no curves. Very easy. Just 2 lines down and 1 across. And then the A was 2 lines kind of down and 1 across. And then the N was 2 lines down and 1 across. And then she just had to repeat them in reverse. So at 3 years of age, she was signing DVDs, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, check this out. There's a picture of Hannah. That was in Hawaii. She was like maybe 5 years of age. I'm going to give this a fold. That's the first fold there. Second fold is here. You can see that. But normally, I would have a spectator sign this. I'm going to sign it. And what will I put? I'll put Hannah. That's all right. Hannah. See, I wrote Hannah on there. That's good. That's so that it's got something on there so you know it's the same from the start to the end. Uh, it's so funny. Fold like that. And there, fold like that. You can see that. That's Hannah. Yeah. I do this very slowly so you can watch. You gotta come a little bit closer. Look. Help, help, help. Oh, doesn't that look like blame Canada? Okay. My tear there. Well, that was weird. Two halves. Look, don't worry. She's not hurt. She didn't scream. She really didn't. Okay. I give it another tear. Right here. And what do we have? We have four pieces. Four pieces. All you have to do is to keep an eye on the piece in the front because that has her name written on it. And that would be a signature from a spectator, and that way you know 100% that nothing sneaky is going on because you can still see the signature. And then I just go like that, and then the photograph restores. Isn't that weird? Just restored. Just okay. Okay, you might notice something a little weird though. Do you notice the edge is not as smooth as it used to be? Yeah, it's kind of gouged in it. Yeah. I put it together, but foolish me was watching the monitor instead of the trick, which I really shouldn't do. I should watch the trick because I put the pieces together, but I put them together like that. Can you see that? They're just all mixed up. It still says Hannah on it, right? Yeah. And they're all mixed up. Yeah. Well, that was fun. Okay. Oh, hey, that's you. Hi, Hannah. Hannah's watching. Hey, me. Ball's amazing. And see it live. I'm still floored. Oh, I love that. I love that trick. Love to perform it. To a picture of my grandfather. Oh, your father. That's very cool. Do you know there's a magician, Vincent Haddon, every year sends me a photograph of all the leftover photos that he's done. It's always a pile like this. It's just crazy. It was the first trick I really released to the magic community. I did one called Tagged, which I'm re-releasing soon, which is with the security tag inside the coat. It's funny and good. I found a way to make it stronger, better, and some more ideas for it. So I'm going to releasing Tagged again in the near future. But it was the first one I ever released to the magic community. And then the second one was Torn to Pieces. And I'm so happy that so many people do it. That's your favorite one from the collection. Oh, that's cool, Chris. Thanks. What else can I show you? I put out lots of stuff. I was going to do this. Isn't this cool? For all the people that aren't magicians who are watching, this is really cool. But when I tried in a video, it didn't seem to work. Shall we try it anyways? And then I can see if it actually worked or it didn't. It works live. I know it works live. And I know it should work on television because my mentor, Jerry Andrews, did it for years and did it on hundreds of TV shows. At least it had to be. We're going to try it just for fun. I have a disc. See the disc? In a moment, I'm going to spin the disc. I will spin the disc. As I spin the disc, it looks like I could use a boy, because usually it's from a distance. I'm going to spin the disc. And as I spin the disc, I want you to stare at the center of the disc. I'm going to make the center of the disc more black because it's really looking shabby. And the reason it's looking shabby is because I use it in theaters, on stages, and people are like 35, 40 feet away. Look at Shawn the Perfectionist. What? Yeah, just okay. So it's not perfect, but it'll work. Oh, yeah, much better. Look at that. Center's way better looking now. All right, everybody stare right at the center of the disc. You want to stare right at the center. And you don't want to look away. You want to stare right at it. Don't look away. Try not to blink. It's going to last for a little bit, and I'm going to turn the handle like this. And as I turn the handle, I want you to stare just at the disc. And as you stare at the center of the disc, you're slowly going to become hypnotized. You're going to become hypnotized to go visit PalmerMagic.com and buy lots of magic. No, just kidding. You're going to stare at the center of this disc. And as you stare at the center of the disc, you're going to focus just on the center. As you're staring at the center, gazing deeply, your eyes will feel a little watery. You'll begin to feel a little bit. Yeah, just keep staring right at the very center. Keep staring right at the center. Continue to stare at it. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now stare at my head. Okay, I want to know if that happened. if something happened, make a comment. Write to me and tell me what happened. Because when I try to, I use this. I teach my optical illusion to my art students. I love it too. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Maybe I just suck at it when I'm doing it on almost on everything at Power Magic. And I'm a mentalist. Oh, that's so funny, Louis. That's cool. I have a new mentalist idea coming out, and it kind of looks like Pegasus Page, but it isn't. And maybe you'll like it. It's very cool. Saw Jerry Anders do this at the A1 convention back in 2000. Good memory. Loved hanging with him. I loved hanging with Jerry Anders too. I produced a whole bunch of PCM conventions, and I just hired Jerry to walk around and visit people. I met him for the first time in 1983 at a PCM convention in San Jose, California, at the Fess Parker Red Line Ninja. I think I got that correct. And it didn't work for me. Yeah, see? Nope. It didn't work for me. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, didn't work. Maybe your head back instead of forward. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It should just automatically. It should do it. When I do live, I go forward like that, and the place goes crazy. And here, it didn't work on the screen. See, I didn't think it was going to, but I had to try it because it was in my mind to go, well, if I don't try it, that would be crazy. What else? We're running out of time. We're almost at the hour mark. Can you believe how fast that went? Oh, I'll show you something else that's kind of cool. Let me put this back here. This is fun. Can you see those? Yeah, look, a card trick, but only using 5 cards. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect hand in poker. If you were playing poker, this is the hand you want. It's Royal Flush. Yes. The Royal Flush, for those who don't know, is Ace, the King. This is the King of Hearts. You know that he's got the little sword running through his head. They call him the Suicide King, but he's not. In fact, he was murdered, and I'm working on a documentary to explain that. These are the perfect hand in a game of poker. This is a terrible hand in a hand of poker. Why? Because one is missing. It's like this is a family. It's the son, the mom, the dad, the dog, Spot. Spot. They named him Ace. I'm going to show you something kind of fun with these cards. Watch them very closely. If I snap my fingers, I can make one of the family disappear. And the family disappeared. Did you see that? Yeah, one is gone. This one's gone. Isn't that cool? Spot ran away from home. I'll do it again. Watch. A little snap of the fingers, and another one disappears. I don't think the Jack did it. I think he was framed. Oh, he was framed. There's just 4 cards. Do this very slowly. Watch as it happens. Another one disappears. That's 4 of them about to disappear. You want to see the last one go? Now remember, there's these ones. Now, last one to go. I snap like this. He's gone too. Isn't that wild? Would you like to see them all come back again? I'll make them all come back just for you. There. And they're all back. Well, not on this card. And they're not on this card. And they're not on this card. See, they're all on this card. Look at that. The Queen's making out with the Jack. That's probably why the King is angry and killed himself. Wait, isn't that her son? Isn't this like Game of Thrones and that's Cersei Lannister? Cersei Lannister. Okay. Call that the Jealous King. I think that's a fun trick. Bothers me. Oh, it's worth a try. Yes, it was worth a try. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Jason, how are you? Jason, good to see you. Boy, you are one of my favorite new magicians, and I got to play Wars with you, and I lost. It's funny. So I showed you that. I showed you a lot of card tricks. We should get rid of the cards. Here, I'll do it like this. Yeah, we'll just get it down to 1 card. That'll be good. It's easier to travel with 1 card. Oh. Well, I've covered a lot of stuff, and hopefully, Game of Thrones stuff. I hope you guys had a lot of fun, and that for me, I want to take a moment to say thank you. This was really cool. As I said at the start, I was feeling less motivated. I'm going to show you a little slideshow at the end. Basically, back in September 6th, I stopped working on cruise ships, and I opened my own little theater called Hidden Wonders. A secret little gem hidden behind a fake tailor shop in Chinatown. And it was going well. I mean, really well. I was sold out months in advance. And added shows on Thursdays, extra shows and corporate events. And it was a dream for me. It really was everything I wanted. And because of this COVID-19 thing, everything had to be put on pause. Not stop, but on pause. I left the facility. I'm not in there. But I'll go back and they'll probably take me. But I'm also looking for a new place. I think I found another place and I've got some engineers looking at it and trying to work with the city to make it happen. I really believe that having magic spaces is a really important part of the culture of a city. You go to any of the major cities now, ones like New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, Chicago, Nashville, they all have these wonderful little magic places anywhere in the world. Germany, Japan, Austria, Vienna. In Vienna, Austria, there's two. Having a magic theater can really elevate culture in the area because magic is an art and we speak so well to others. And so I had to put the show on pause. It was the saddest thing I've done in as long as I can remember. But it's all going to come up again. I have a way, they say, to share the screen, and I'm going to share an application window, and I'm going to share that one, and I'm going to hit this button here, and hopefully you guys will begin to see an image on the screen. Play slideshow, and that should be it. This is Hidden Wonders. That little tiny empty storefront dead center next to the red poles is the space that I found. And let me make sure it's actually moving because it just seems to be sitting on the one slide. I practice this too. I hit this and play the slideshow. Oh, because it's highlighted it. Play the show, play the slideshow, and that should show it now. So that little center thing is my world. My wife and I spent a lot of money. We bought all the fabric in Los Angeles with money we made by work at the Magic Castle. And we had, it should be coming up about now though. Hannah's telling me you're not seeing it, but I think we're about a 30-second delay. You guys seeing it now? I'm going to pause. Just make sure that you can see that. Oh, nope. Hannah's telling me we can't see it. All right. Well, stop sharing. You can't see it. Well, that's depressing. I'd hope that you'd be able to see share screen and an application window and photos and share. Look at that. That's my consultation face. I can see on me, my own consultation face. Well, you're not going to be able to see it. Do you know what I'll do? I'm going to make a video of it and put it up on this page, the Magician U page on Facebook, so you'll be able to see it later and view it and have some fun with it. Music's nice, though. Yeah, it says right there, share the screen, and they showed it to me and everything. Oh, well, I will bring it up. I will put it on the Magician U thing, and I'll let you see some of the cool images. It really was kind of cool, and I wanted to pay tribute to the people that helped me, people like Henry Tom and Greg Ledre and Billy Shway and Alexander, Graham Kita, Lori and Hannah, of course, and Kim Carlton, his friend Greg, who all came out and supported me to make it possible to make this thing work, and a lot more people. Especially, I want to thank all the people that actually came and saw the show. People came from all over the world, from Vietnam, Mexico. Friends like Simone came from Las Vegas. It was really great. I hope this did something for you and that it brightened part of your day, whether it be the middle of the night or the early morning, or for me, my morning at 2 o'clock. We really need to all stick together. We will get through this. My dad used to say, the fat lady hasn't sang, so it ain't over yet. I never understood that, but that's what he used to say. We'll get through this. We get through everything, and in a positive way. And it'll be with things like this. If you're a magician and you want to keep going, there are so many things for us right now. The International Brotherhood of Magicians has a thing called the Magic Jam. It plays on their page, which is facebook.com/IBM magic. Every day there's at least one lecture, and on Saturdays and Sundays there's up to 3. There are talk shows. I'll be on doing an instructional one, so all you people that aren't magicians, don't you go there, but I'll be doing an instructional one on April 4th. Tomorrow is Lori and I's 31st anniversary, and Hannah's going to cook us dinner, and we're going to our favorite restaurant, which is the living room, and we're going to have a dinner. And I'm going to do a live show, just a 4-minute little segment on miracles and magic. You can check that out on my Facebook page and find out more about that. My friend Greg Fruin has a show in the evening time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I think, with Great Magic again tomorrow. So you got the IBM, check out all the stuff there. You have the 2 other things with Miracles and Magic and Greg Fruin's, which is raising money for SPCA. There are lots of places that you can see lots of magic. Do me a favor and reach out